Okay, we're back.
Hey everybody, today we're at Pirates Cove Adventure Golf at Kissimmee.
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's my old one. My old one. Hey. Yeah, I hear the sound of my weather. Yeah, it's windy down here. You made it back. Let's see. Code. Is it JT? No. There you go. Why? I just thought it was Trade D. There you go. Put codes in there. That's done. If you need any accounts with Trade Day or Take Profit Trader, Trade Day is 30% off now. Please use code JWT Trade Day, JW Take Profit Trader. Yeah, so that spills out of the way. Don't need to deal with that anymore. But we do look like we got a Head and Shoulders going on here. But do I trust it on the 15 and on the 5? And on the hourly. I don't know. What do you think, Pat? Think that plays out? What's your levels telling you? Oh, you're in a short, Pat. See? Great minds. 2 micros. Yeah. You see the Head and Shoulders? Is that why you got in, or? But big butt. I think it could. Well, looking at this, if that plays out like a bear flag, sorry, we could come up a little bit here, kind of touch into this. But now they could push it right back up too. My indicators are going up while price goes down. Yeah. Well, it's a huge Head and Shoulders now. There's still 600 contracts sitting at the 510s too. So. Then there's 300 contracts at the 500s or 505s, so they could squeeze it back up, but they don't need to. You know what I mean? It is a huge Head and Shoulders on the 15, on the hourly. And we are probably due for a little bit down, but who knows, right? No, I seen that you put the videos on Discord, but I didn't look at them yet. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I was fooling around. I went to Discord actually before I went on because I knew it was a holiday, but for some reason I thought that it was going to be like, it wasn't even a half a day today. I was like, oh, it's not going to be anything today, right? But I guess it's just a bank holiday, like you said, so I was like, oh, fuck. So there should be a trading. So not really looking to see a ton of volume, you know what I mean, but
toying with the idea how to play with risk. It's not all contracts is maximum risk. 30. So maximum risk on that would be $240. If the price goes in my direction, it tags in at 34. So we say it's roughly 30. That's just sold one micro for $60. I've still got 3 micros on the table. Risking what's that? 160, 70, 80, 180. Still risking about 180. So what I've done is brought the risks down to 180. Price gets to here. The stop loss has moved up. So now, with pre-contracts, it's a zero risk trade. And here's another drop, so I must be seeing the selling one. So then I've sold one now for 57. So I backed in 60, backed in another 110, so that would be 170. And I've got zero risk on the table at this point. So I've moved the stop to here. Price gets up to the next level. And as you see, I'm in level 1. Stops being moved up. And I sell one for 84 on top of whatever I said was the other 171. So it's another 160 in the back. At that point, got one left.
that's interesting, Pat. That's a good idea. Smart way to do it. Eliminate a lot of risk. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Pat. I had to kill my camera for a second, but yeah, but no, that is interesting. Save you a lot of. It's good to manage your risk. Alright, we're getting up to that fair value gap on that 15. So this here is really going to tell us, or give us a better idea of what this is going to do. Which obviously, we're looking for a short here. Give us our entry. Right, we could probably get it back up to the 80s. Pop up to that and fail. Maybe a little higher, maybe 80. Bottom of this, you know, kind of channel, kind of this support that now could be resistance. So we could probably get up to the 82-ish. But it's a big old head and shoulders, so we'll see. Normally those things play out. Yeah, let me know, Pat, for sure. Let me know for sure, Pat. Could be something to look into. Somebody said, something to be said about just basic, like, market structure too, right? Like fair value or imbalance zones, and you know, support and resistance is basic sometimes, but sometimes it works. You know, market just follows certain structures. I don't know if it's just where so many people sees it and it's kind of like herd mentality, but like something like this now, especially when we got this big head and shoulders set up. You know, it's friggin' massive, but now it could just push right through it, squeeze up, disregard all of it, but it might come touch that level, just keep failing. At least down here to the order block, kind of like. Then maybe consolidate down there for a bit before it decides to either move back up or continue down, fill out the head and shoulders, play out. You know, like we almost touch into that. 34's there. Said we don't have a lot of momentum. We're not going to have a lot today, I guess, with no volume. But say we still get some moves. Where did you enter that short to, Pat? What do we got here? 9? 9. Should go 18. No. 36. Around here? Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, it might. Now, it might not, but it kind of looks like it wants to go now. Oh, okay, 56. Yeah, you don't need 2 micros, so. wonder if it does squeeze up though and take these guys out. It might just fail here. Sorry, that's wrong. Oh, no worries. Yeah, that's 72 on that, eh? Give me a lot. That's the hourly. No wonder. What the fuck I got going on here? $65, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get this going again. Yeah, I'm curious here. Do we push back up first? I don't know if we do or not, but you know, kind of swept this here, swept again to do one more. I don't know. Or to just free fall, right? I don't like that it didn't go up into this. You know, that's one reason why I'm not super excited to enter. I want it short. Like, I think it is short. But I don't like that it didn't, I don't know, sweep all this. But it doesn't need to. It doesn't have to. I don't like that it's got 600 contracts at the 510 either. 2:35 left in the 5 minute. Like, it looks like it wants to go. $7.25 left in the 15. I wish you could see when they are placed. At what time? Yeah. At the 5/10s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can only assume they were placed when this consolidation kind of happened. It kind of built up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they were just placed there. I think it was built up as this consolidated. That's what it seems like. And then when it started moving down, more came on. Put their stops up here. That's what I'm thinking. It's just a bunch of stops. Right? No, I just got Bookmap up. So makes me curious. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. If you knew exactly what time, like, are they just trying to fucking keep us out of a short? Trying to draw it up there. Right? Like, I bet if it started moving up a little bit, I think they would pull them, probably, if it's not just people with stops, right? Yeah. $25 seconds left. Like I said, it is a big Head and Shoulders, you know. We're underneath the 9, right? Like, touched the VWAP, got below it, touched it a couple times. You know, why wouldn't it go down? It didn't touch into this though. Why didn't it touch into this? Why didn't it rebalance that? You know? Doesn't have to, but why didn't it? Because, you know, especially with like the NASDAQ pat, it always likes to do that, right? It likes to pop up and take everything out, then move down, right? It does, yeah, exactly, right? Like, Likes doing that. Likes getting everybody excited for a short. Pop up, take everybody out, then move down, right? And like, it doesn't need to do it this time, right? It could be people going long figuring that too, and they're like, oh, we'll just screw them over, right? But that's the only reason why I'm like a little hesitant to go short. But I gotta run and do something really quick, Pat. Like for 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry for that, Pat. There's always something around here needs to be fixed. Oh. What we got going on? You still in that trade, Pat? It's gonna spike up at any time, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I feel like that too. That's the only reason why I'm not in short yet. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna spike. It feels like it is, but I don't think it's gonna go that high. I think it'll go up, probably a little bit up to that. Just balance that little zone there, and I think it'll come back down. I don't think it's going to stay up there. There's one little fly in here, and it keeps landing on my screen. Why? I don't know why. Got 4 minutes left on the 15. I'd like to see it spike now a little bit, and then just turn around. Right? Just reject off that after that spike. Gotta kill my camera for 1 second. Pat. It's gonna be weird when we get more people here, Pat. Right? So it's just me and you chatting. It's gonna be strange. Here's that spike. Yeah, there you go, right? And look at it. Just like we said. Reject it right away, right? That's what we kind of want to see. Three minutes left on this candle. Lots of time for it to go down. Right? Got over that. Over the VWAP. Spiked. Fucking NASDAQ, man. It always loves to do that. We close below this now? I think, yeah. We're definitely, I'd say we're pretty good. It might squeeze it at 82s, but like I said, you're only in 2, so it's not that small. I don't think it's going to continue. Don't think we're going to continue up. And we got 10 o'clock here in 2 minutes, or a minute 35, so, excuse me. See what that new 30-minute candle gives us. What's your stop at, Pat? Oh, shitty. But you know what? Better to be out in case it rips a little. It's probably smart. I don't like that we're back above the VWAP. Let me close the next candle above it. Stop was at 87. That still probably wouldn't have been bad. Like, I feel, no, like I could be wrong. Like around 83, kind of like our previous support, right? Yeah. We did sweep all those lows on the daily. That doesn't mean anything. Could still go down. I said we got the head and shoulders set up. Not a lot of volume though, right? That's the biggest thing, I guess. Like the volume is dead because of the holiday. See, it's still doing that thing it does, right? Fucking NASDAQ. Just crawling up. Taking everybody out. Alright, 600 contracts at the 510, 300 at the 505. I don't think it goes up there, but said the only thing I was really thinking was the 82. So if we close above this fair value gap now, we set up there, a little bit of structure and might keep continuing, but some massive head and shoulders on the hourly and on the 15. I like to see it squeeze to the 83s, reject there, start probably trying to look short. But I like for her to do it before closing. I don't want it to close above this fair value gap. If it does, then I'll be like, no, well, I want it to go up there, touch, come back down inside the fair value gap, maybe go up a little bit more, then look to go down. Oh, 25 seconds left. Might close above. trade, see? I don't like that. I don't like that for a short after that. Oh, fuck, I still got my... Sorry for that. Still got my camera off. I keep forgetting. Yeah, now that it closed up above that, I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. But I still think down. Gotta hit that 83 first, see how it reacts. No volume makes it so hard to trade this. I was thinking, Pat, maybe it's better to start trading around the open instead of pre-market. Pre-market's good too, but like a lot of times lately, there's a lot of just chop. Especially where it's coming into the fall now. Like it was good in the summer because the market was so volatile when it opened. But you know, opening range breakout might be worth kind of looking at starting to start trading at the open again. What do you think? Think we should still have our pre-market thing, or you think we should just wait for the open? Or like save in like 10 my time? I don't like that it's above this, but I do think it can go down. But where does it want to go before it goes down? Like that's, like I was saying, this previous support. I like that for a short. I don't like the fair value gap. I don't like that we're above VWAP. But I do think it can go down. Weird as that sounds, with all that there. Alright, I'm gonna try one here. I don't know why I even want to try one with all that there, but I just think it can get down through that. If it moves quickly. Could be wrong, and we'll see if I am. Put one up here at the 91-ish. Worst case scenario, I'm wrong, but I think if it starts squeezing down, it'll squeeze through all this quick. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Pat. But this feels like somewhere, you know, I look at it like, okay, well, what would they think? Like, everybody's going to think this is going to go up, right? Because a lot of people are looking, seeing that fair value gap. It got above it, it closed above it, right? Maybe now it's just going to rip. And when I think everybody's thinking like that, I try to think of like the herd mentality kind of thing. I'm like, well, if they're all thinking that, why wouldn't this just come back down through, take all those longs, and just continue down, like right through all of this, right? Now, is it going to happen? God knows, but I always get that feeling like, I don't know, maybe it's just looking at the market so long and trying to understand it. I could be totally wrong. This could just rip up to the upside, and I don't mind. I'll lose. It's fine, but, you know, it's just feels like that sometimes. What do you say here? New York Stock Open. Market is always volatile. I met traders to give it 15-20 minutes. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like the opening range breakout, right? Like wait for the first 15 minutes. Like see, unless it just rips, and then try to find somewhere to get in when it pulls back a bit and take a small trade like that. But yeah, I always try to wait for the 15-minute opening range. But yeah, a lot of people trade a chop too, and they're good at it. You know what I mean? Some people can trade consolidation, right? They're really good. Like I tried doing it a bit before, like in channels and that, and it does work. Like you can do it. Like people do it and make a lot of money. But I find it so hard to figure out exactly where it's going to start and where's. I should be looking, like you said, at the ATR and stuff like that too, and the VIX and shit, and that would help me, like for trading chop and stuff like that, right? To know, okay, it's going to stay in this range for a little bit, so I can take shorts, take longs, take shorts, you know what I mean? So all depends what kind of trader you are, I guess, like what you're into, I suppose. But you got to learn how to. You really need to learn how to trade all of it, you know, eventually. Like how the market moves, what the market's gonna do. Like this here, this is more of an instinctual trade. It's just like from seeing stuff happen so much. Now I know there's a lot down there holding it up, but I know there's a head and shoulders on the hourly. I know there's a head and shoulders on the 15. I know there's one on the 5. I know, regardless of all the support, it looks like it got. I know which direction. I feel like I know which direction that it wants to go, which could be totally wrong. It could just rip up here and go right through everything. But I just feel like this was kind of like a bull trap. You know what I mean? Like they're just setting this up to take everybody out. But we'll see, you know. We'll see what happens. Like this could just bounce off the VWAP and run right back up, you know. I'm just gonna move these down to break even because worst case scenario. It was a trade anyway, but we'll see. Give it a bit of time. Nine seconds left on this candle. If we can close below that VWAP, be nice. Even if it closes above, we're really close to it, so. On the 15-minute, we do have a fair value gap down there at the... Where's it to? It's down around the 440s. So you look to take it off at the 440s, but now the order block down there on the 15 is at the 400s pretty much. So can we push down there? It is in the direction of the head and shoulders, you know. That would be down towards the neckline. So it's interesting. We'll see if it does. Right, it does look like it wants to push down there. But worst case scenario, we get stopped out for break even, so no foul, man. Doesn't matter. But it's just interesting how we pushed through that that fair value gap we're talking about, right? Because nobody was thinking short there, right? With all that stuff there, got back over that fair value gap, but the structure looked like it should go down, right? Doesn't mean it had to, but it just looked like it did. And worst case scenario, I would have lost $100, right, or 150. Best case scenario, we get a play down to here, and we make some money. So, and now we got no more risk because we're at break even. So it doesn't matter what happens. We lose, right? So it doesn't matter what happens now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second, Pat. Let me know how the trade plays out. Well, it's good now anyway. All right, Mom. Okay, my mother's down. So, trying to fix the water next door, and I got it going on. Oh, my lord. Believe me. It's annoying. But anywho. So what we got going on? Still in the same spot, eh? Didn't really move. Looks kind of like it's setting up for a move down on the 15, though. You any trade, Pat? 15-minute here. Let's see if we get down there. No, you're not in one? Okay. Now, we are going to have another fair value gap right here, right above. Touch back into this, continue down. Target probably 440s. Or see how it reacts. It's definitely going to bounce here a bit, probably back to the 50s or something, but definitely coming to the 440s. Maybe pop back up to the 60s even. So maybe take it off at the 440s, see if we get another setup for another bear flag. Continue on down to the 400s, down in this order block. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Well, we'll see. We got 3 minutes left. We didn't touch back up into this yet, so it's probably going to come back up a little bit. I don't think it'll come right back to the top of this fair value gap, because now we got the previous one here, then we got this, and now we got another one. So I think it's pretty unlikely that we push back up above the 75-ish. We could, but I don't think we do. So I don't know. Like I said, we got the neckline down here on the hourly Head and Shoulders. It's probably going to be down around the 430s. If it plays out. It might not. Like I said, as it stands right now, this is a free trade. We're at break even. We don't really care what happens. Doesn't really matter. Obviously, you'd like to make some money, but if we don't, it's okay too. These, for me, like, that's what I like about the pre-market a bit when it's a little slow, because it gives you the setups, but it does them really, really slowly. You know, you don't have to be so overworked or excited about it. Like if this eventually, like now that we got below the 80s, back below the VWAP, might pop up a little bit here. We got a minute 35 left to touch in that fair value gap, but I think overall the market wants to move down. Because like just for this, for example, like when you see the market push up through a fair value gap or anything else like that, hit up into this key, was support, now it's resistance, and it pushed down so heavily through that, like it didn't respect anything when it come down here. It just went through all this, so it didn't even care. And like it might touch back into it, like I said, but I think overall with that move is showing that it wants to move down. Now that's just how my mind works, right? It doesn't mean that's exactly how it's going to work or how it works, but that's what I think. Like when I see it get above that and start squeezing back down, like it wants to move down, right? Why would it go through all this? Now, yeah, it could just be like, well, screwing everybody over again. It might consolidate here and just do this back and forth. But if we're wrong, oh well, we didn't lose anything. But if we're right, you know, we're gonna make some money. So that's how my mind works anyway. Like I said, I don't know if it's right or not, but that's how I think about it. Now there's two flies. You found a friend. They're both landing on my screen. Right, I like to see it come back up into this though in a way. Like obviously I'd like for it just to go down, but I want to confirm it. I'd like for it to touch into this and confirm that it wants to go down. Just get rejected as soon as it gets in here. Because there's no major contracts sitting up there or anything. Like we still got our big contracts at the higher levels, the 510s, 505s, but like there's not really anything sitting there that would say, you know, I just think it should go sweep this and continue. Think we're gonna get our 440s, Pat? Kill this camera for 1 second. 1 second. Oh, sorry, Pat. I said, you think we're gonna get our 440s down here, down to this fair value gap? Or like I said, we could just consolidate here. This could be just a pile of chop now, but I did want it to come back up into this fair value gap and touch it first before going down. I don't want to leave that there. Then we move down here, say, down to like the 50s, get a huge bounce, and get back into this then, right? Like, that would be just annoying. I want to get in it first, balance it, move, right? Like I said again, doesn't mean it has to. It could just go up into this and just keep pumping and take me out. But we didn't lose anything, right? That's the big thing. There you go, we're back up in it now. Need to reject out of it. Minute 30 left on this candle. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It's 50%, eh? So that would make sense then. See, he's kind of doing that squeezy thing I was doing earlier. Like I said, man, if it takes us out, no harm, no foul. $30 seconds left on the candle. There you go. We're out for a $1.80. $9.50 on this one. Doing better. Did close below though. Did close below. We're still below the 80s. So I'm not upset with taking another short here. Alright, coming up, retesting that level again. Take one more. Just see. I have it up here. The 80s. And we're gonna try it again. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. But I don't know. I think we do go down. That's the only reason why I keep taking the short, because like I could have took that off down here, made $100, whatever, but I don't think it's done going down. I'm gonna try one more here, and if we don't get it after that, then I'll probably just leave it. Because this could just be chopped then, right? So it's not really worth fooling with after that. I have a feeling it does want to go down to this. Yeah, 10 minutes 40 left on this 15. I'd like to close it down here somewhere. Around the 60s. I'd look to continue down. But I don't know. Like I said, Pat, not a lot of volume, so it's hard to say if this is even worth it, but let's see anyway. Right, we had the support, came down below and touched it. We're going to touch it again. Alright, my OBS just give it for a second. Are we going to touch it again and then come down, you know? We'll give it a chance, give it a little bit of room. So slow, right? That's the only thing. Alright, it's this little double top here. Then we move down. I don't know. How you making out of your account, Pat? How's everything going with your Apex account? Are you up overall? You down? My God. Oh. Flat? Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. Flat's better than being down. $150 left on this 5 minute. No, I know. Need to pass today. I think a good thing to look into, Pat, would be opening range breakout, like 15 minute. Wait until it picks a direction. Go in with like 1 micro, and just let her ride after she picks a direction, right? Or even 2 after you like add 1 later on, like you were saying in your scaling video. I think you could really make some money like that. There's a lot of people doing it with small size too. They're trading like 2 or 3 micros and they're just creaming it, right? So you get that pass, get it funded, and just do that every day. Look for the opening range breakout. And like I was thinking about that too, now that it's coming into the fall. Market's going to change again, right? Like all the craziness of the summer is going to be pretty much gone now. So once the market picks the opening range breakout, if it doesn't consolidate, like, and it helps you too because you don't get into the trades as much. If it doesn't pick a direction and stays inside just ranges, then you don't trade. But if you get the setup, you know, you take it and you ride it up, fuck man, you can make a lot of money. A lot of people doing that. Like, is it gonna get stuck here again? You know what I mean? Like a little double top, come down, maybe pop above this a little bit, start going down again. That's what it feels like. Q40 left in the 5 minute. Need to close this candle down a bit lower. I don't want to close it higher. If we do, I'll probably get out. This might just grind. But it's into that previous support, you know? Makes me want to hold it. No, I'm short. I don't think it goes much higher. I don't think. Could be totally wrong. But I think it might sweep this a little bit. Yeah, I'm short. Might sweep this a little bit and then start coming back down. I might get like a little double top here on this previous previous support. Now it could rip right up through it, take me out. It's fine if it does, but now that it's swept that a little bit, I think we start moving back down, make this a double top. Doesn't have to, just how I feel with it. And if it don't, it's fine. I'm gonna risk like $100, and I'm okay with that. Like, you think tomorrow in the open, I'll probably make 300 or 400 right away anyway, so I'm not really too worried about that. Yeah, they do have the sellers up there. They got 307 now at the 505 and 600 at 510. So maybe they do squeeze up, but I don't think they do. But what do I know? You know what I mean? It could definitely pump up. Like, you know, they got a lot of liquidity sitting up there. So maybe that's the direction it wants to head. There's not much anywhere else besides that. So yeah, could definitely go up. Alright, it could definitely head up to the 500s. There's no reason it couldn't. But it could definitely go down too. NASDAQ hates leaving money on the table, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of sellers up there. There's, like I said, at the 505s, there's 306 contracts, and at 510, 601 contracts. So, yeah, it definitely could move up, right? But like you said, 50% of that initial movement today is down around the 440s, so would it not want to go down and take some of that back out? I don't know. We went up and tested that previous support, now resistance, once, come back down, went up and tested it again. So, does it want to break through this time? It might just pump then, right? Or does it want to leave all that liquidity down there? It's not a ton, but you know how the market works. It likes to move back down and clear everything out before it continues. But it doesn't mean it needs to do it right now. Doesn't mean it wants to do it right now. Could always wait till open and sweep down, right? We'll see. Does the market close early today, or is it just a bank holiday? Oh, it's not open at all? So it's just going to be this all day. Because, like, the market's going to be open all day, though. Right? No banks or others. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So no volume. That's what we're saying. I was saying we might get that little push to the 85-ishes. And we did. We got a little bit more than that. So let's see if we drive it down a little bit here. Like I said, we're not really. Oh, you're going, Pat? You gotta go? Closed at 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure how late it was open today or what was going on. So it's just half day. I want to see this rip to the downside now that we did that little squeeze above. If we don't, I'm probably going to get out. I'll see you later, Pat. You have a good one, buddy. Talk to you in the morning. Is it going for the 44s this time? Take that off there. Take it off there. Alright, man. I think it goes to the 40s, but I think the Head and Shoulders probably plays out anyway. Well, that's it for me, man. I don't think I'm going to fool with this today. Half-day nonsense. I'm just going to set up a little video and put it out there. But anyway, hope everybody has a good day trading this half-day. Be careful, because the market's pretty crappy. But yeah, that's it for me. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Well, actually in a little bit, but then tomorrow. Take it easy.